Hey there, Scrap and Ames fans. How are we all? I'm back with a new Plan with Ames process video. So what I've got here, jumping straight into it, is this is my February calendar overview. So if you have seen before in my Kaiser Craft planner, so there it is there somewhat, there's the month overview to start off each month. I'm calling this week 1 of February because I think this is the full week of February, whereas last week we only had a few days. So what I'm going to do is, what I usually do is I am just checking in on last week's plan and just seeing what didn't happen. That includes goals, to-do things, and all that sort of jazz. And then I'm going to go through and make sure that gets moved into this week if it needs to be done at all. So just going through and using the little circular stickers that have the numbers, date numbers on them, I've just put them across the page to date this week. Sorry, space cadet here. I usually go through and I'm just going to go through and use some washi tape just to border my page up a little bit, just to start to jazz it up. And this time I'm using this washi which says fun party on it, because this week is my niece's birthday. We're having, actually, it's my mum's birthday tomorrow. Today's Saturday, it's her Sunday. But yes, we have her birthday and her birthday party and things for this week coming up. So I decided that it was going to be a bit of a party week. So why not? Really? And I'm going with this silver thin washi, just to, again, add a bit of bling to the page, bit of bright, bit of party, sparkle. So as I said, I'm using a Kaiser Craft planner. If you're new to this, I have brought the sticker book that somewhat coordinates with that coloured planner. It's the bigger size one. Is that, would you call it A5? Is that what that's called? Well, you can see the size of it. So the setup in this one is, and I haven't done it this month yet, it is on my list of things to desperately do, is they have a month overview at the start as well, which has like goals for this month, you know, your favourite things are like food and movies and books and blah, blah, blah. So I did really well in January. It's only the second month of the year and I'm already not done it, but we've been away. So just getting back into the swing of things. So this is the sticker book I was talking about that coordinates with this planner somewhat. So it's got, as you can see, there's a whole heap of different stickers in there. There's the date stickers, there's phrase stickers, there's like big round ones, there's smaller ones, there's these ones here that have like little prompts on them, so like to do, memo, noted, party time, celebration, appointment, those sorts of things. So that's what I'm just using down the bottom there. I think I can't remember what I put down the bottom. Can't remember those. There's a section down the bottom there that says notes, and that's where I write my goals to keep me on track for this week, as well as some things that don't necessarily have a day to be done, but need to be done somewhere in this time slot of 7 days. So that's where that goes for us to keep on track, myself and everyone else, to see what needs to be done around the house, basically. And I'm just going through and adding. So my next, as you can see, step here is just to go through and add anything from the calendar that I just showed you before, from this week, just adding anything appointments wise, birthdays, anniversaries, all that sort of jazz into this section. And then that's my calendar on my phone there. So I'm just going through, I think I'm checking an appointment time, I've forgotten what it was. And I also have my calendars. I have a big family one on the wall, and then I have the one for in here. It's color coded, so I have 4 different colored pens, and they each represent either family, couple, kids, and birthdays and anniversaries, I think, is what I've got it. I know it sounds really particular, but it really helps to keep things on track and for everyone just to glance and go, yep, that's what's on and that's who it's for. Even the kids, I've got the kids, they know it's there to keep an eye out for what's going on and if they need anything added to it as well now that the school year is about to start. So yeah, so just going through and adding all those bits and pieces in. And what I've washi taped, there's the washi tape that is going vertically there, that split the dates up, no, the page, oh goodness, the days up, sorry. one side, as if you haven't seen this before, one side is going to have all the to-dos and everything on it. That small section to the right is for me to plan specifically for either my work or for my scrappy work stuff. So where I've got design team things due, I put them in so I know that they're coming up and I need to work on them, plan out when videos are being uploaded, if things need to be edited, and if layouts need to be done, sort of thing. So that's what I'm doing now. It looks like going through and working out what needs to be done where. I actually sat down when I did this, and when I thought it was nearly done, I was like, this looks really bare for what to me seemed like a busy week, being that everyone starts school, the kids start back at school Monday and Tuesday of next week, but then the kids, essentially my 2 older ones, aren't here with us this week, they're with their other parents, so maybe that's why. I don't know. We'll see what it looks like at the end of the week, maybe, when I've got to add things in. So I do have a black pen that sits with this planner where I have it out in the open, so that if anything comes up for anyone, they can just grab the pen and pop it in. It doesn't matter if it's color coded or not. These are just things that are already set. Now I kept this in as somewhat real time. Oh no, I sort of sped it up a bit because there's bits and pieces you probably don't need to see. But as I said, it's pretty straightforward. I like to try and make sure that it looks pretty so that it's, I guess, eye-catching for everyone else. I kind of figure if it stands out, then people might pay attention to it, like my kids and my partner and stuff. Plus, for me, that way then it's not so much of a boring chore chart. I find it sort of, just makes it interesting, I guess. So that's why I do what I call creative planning. So it keeps everyone on track. So yeah, as you can see here, just going through that right-hand side of those days, just adding in what I need to do personally. Now, pink pen, I can tell you, is family stuff. So what I'm going through here is I do what they call, I've started a new thing this year called zone cleaning. So we do 15 minutes on an area a day. So there might be 1 or 2 depending on the areas. So I'm just going through and writing. That's a family job. So I expect that everyone in the house will contribute. If they've got nothing to do, I've told the kids they need to do that. And it's all part and parcel of our, we've done goal setting with the kids this year, which is a first, and had explained to them how this cleaning zone thing's going to work and yada, 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 and therefore then getting their pocket money. So this year, both of them have set some savings goals, and the only way they're going to get that is by doing jobs around the house to help out. And I've split them this year just in case anyone's wondering. That might be watching from more, not so much all the creative planner side, but might be looking at family organising. I've done some research and I found things that are called paid jobs versus family jobs, and family jobs are classed as things that they just have to do because they're a contributing member to the family unit here. So things like, I think, setting the table and stuff like that. Well, you've got to eat, you've got to use utensils, so it needs to be put out. So those are family jobs. Then there's paid jobs, which are things that are explained as being things that parents would have to do, and just and my big thing this year with both of the big ones is taking initiative to help, not being asked, seeing that things need to be done and getting it done and being rewarded accordingly. So yeah, so that's what those zone things are, going back to what I was doing in my planner here. Now, what I'm doing here is, in that notes section I've referred to before, is writing out things that are general to-dos that have to fit into this week, and then my goals for this week. So usually, at the moment, my goals have been to really try and maintain things like my self-care, which is, making sure I have a bath, a relaxing bath once or twice a week, making sure I read a few nights before bed to try and unwind and have some quiet time to myself in bed. And anything else I might be working towards. Like, I have a traveler's notebook that's documenting my my health journey, which is me. If you've also looked at my Instagram, you'll see I've been doing things like exercising and stuff and posting about that. Now, I haven't done it for a little while between being sick last week and then away on holidays. It sort of stopped, come to a bit of a standstill. Hopefully this week, going planned with my ever crazy body, I will be able to get back into it. So I've got things like that to maintain my traveler's notebook, because that's also an accomplishment for me to get to the end of that traveler's notebook, for example, and go, oh, wow, I've achieved so much. So it's helped me to see a positive progression over the months. So just going through and adding more, basically more to-dos. So that purple pen is for me and my partner specifically. They're sort of the adult-only kind of jobs. Don't get the wrong idea, folks. So yeah, anything that really the kids can't really help with, basically. So just adding a few bits and pieces. I randomly jump back and forth, as you've just seen. I went from, my to-do overall and then to my little section that's my work and scrappy stuff, just because I think of it and away it goes. Now I think I've finished adding all my bits and pieces in. Now I've filled in everything that needs to go on there. I will fill in the blanks with some decorative stuff. So this is where I guess the other step to creative planning, I call it creative planning, is. And just adding, these stickers here are old Heidi Swap memory planner stickers. They weren't from last year, they were from 2016, so I don't know if you can get them anymore. But I'm just trying to use them up. They're part of my old planner stash, so I'm just going through and using those up. I'm also using bits and pieces from the Kaiser Craft sticker book here. Oh, found something else I need to jot down. So just going to go through, this is the sticker book here that I was talking about. Now I picked my Kaiser Craft planner up for much cheaper than it already is because they had their Boxing Day sale. So I think in general they're about $30, $40, I think, and I think I picked mine up for about $20, I think, from memory. So yeah, but they are a good solid planner. I quite like them so far. I mean, I haven't used it all year yet, obviously, so the year will tell, but it's got some nice little pockets in the front and things like that. So I keep some of my main sticker sheets that I'm using in that pocket, and then I have a pencil case that keeps all my coloured pens and any excess sort of planner sticker things. And I will use things from my scrappy stash, which I think you'll see shortly. I think I start to get really creative with it, so it should be interesting when I'm trying to write on the following pages of after next week, because I add some bulk to them. What have I got there? I've got a white basket which has some stuff from my drawer. So I wanted to add something a bit birthday-y because it's my niece's birthday party on Saturday. So just adding some balloons there, just to add a touch of, something different, a bit of pop of colour, a bit of fun, all those sorts of things. Just searching through, I'm guessing, for a bit more. So I guess I'm wondering, who else does creative planning, or are you just sort of watching this just to get a bit of an idea of how you want to do it? And what sort of planner are you using? I picked this one because this is what was available. I didn't want to order one online because I decided really late at the end of last year that I was going to do planning like this again. I didn't do this last year. I just had a boring little diary and just jotted things down and just wrote on a whiteboard for the family, and that was that. This year I'm trying to be a bit more my keywords for this year are organisation and simplify, and having this sort of planner like this I'm hoping is going to keep that on track, as well as some things we did prior to the end of the year, like cleaning out and decluttering and reorganising and stuff like that, to keep the year going well. I'm a big fan of to-do lists, so that's also why I have a planner, because I can tick it off, otherwise I forget. There's always so much going on. But yeah, do you do a planner? Why? What was your purpose of doing planning? Is it to try and be more organised? Are you an organised person or a disorganised person looking to be more organised? Those sorts of things. Let me know in the comments below what I've got, who my watches are, so I can maybe try and cater my planner videos to you guys a bit more. Or are you just someone who stumbled across these who does a bit of family organising? And if you want more information about how I organise our family, let me know. Our life can be a bit chaotic with 2 kids from separated parents, so they come and go alternate week or every second week. So yeah, and then we've got our 4-year-old. So yeah, but I do hope you're enjoying these videos, and as I said, now I'm back from holidays, my scrappy videos and everything are going back to normal schedule, so you should be able to see everything back to normal. My challenge Tuesday, my Arty Fun Friday, and my plan with Ames weekend. It's either Saturday or Sunday, depending on when I get it done, that it goes up. But yeah, and then in my other videos in between. But let me know if there's anything you want to see, or if you have any questions about how I plan. I'm more than happy to answer those, and I think I am finished here. So just added a few pops of colour, some embellishments, and then that's called it a day. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.